Greetings, fellow gamers and survivors. Small Archangel here, bringing you another episode of 7 Days to Die. Thank you for joining me. It's day 105, and I finally hit the big 6. Oh, I am now top level, which means that from here on in, we're just going to be being as creative as possible, really, I suppose, and trying to get this place finished. And so today's episode is all about that. So if at all possible, what we're going to do is this section is probably the top section of my base, which is going to be my living quarters. Now you'll notice I've already put 4 reinforced concrete pillars here, and that is because I do not want a repeat performance of last time when I was trying to get this thing here to... It seems solid enough now, but I don't want the ceiling caving in again, if at all possible. And I'm not planning on using anything very, very strong up here, simply because, well, I'm not expecting, I'm hoping nothing's going to get me this high up, so I don't need anything particularly robust. Okay, so for this I want something that's going to be a little bit more attractive, actually. So we're going to use flagstone. For this, I've got my forge making cement down there. I'll just make 50 of these to start with. I honestly haven't calculated how many it's going to take. Just shut that, can't see what I'm doing otherwise. And we're going to be following the same pattern as we were on the floor below with regards to where the windows are. Go. Now, flagstone, I don't know, I like it. It's one of the most attractive blocks of the game so far as I'm concerned. But as I say, it's not ever so strong. What have we got? We've got a hardness of 3.5 and a max load of 65, so you can see why I put these corners in here. I'm just a little bit afraid the whole lot's going to come crashing down again. And I'm not quite sure. I want the windows to be full-length windows as well, but again, I'm not absolutely certain whether that's a good idea or whether that's really going to happen. So we'll see. So I'm just going to build this fairly cautiously for the time being. Do you know what? I don't think I meant to do that. Now, as I say, for the ceiling, I don't know really. We might need it to go a little bit higher up than that, actually. Up. Oh, that was a little... No, it's going to help me to get back down again. Okay, now, yeah, I like my ceilings nice and high in my builds if I'm trying to make something sort of nice. Ideally, I guess I'd like another reinforced concrete block on each of those corners. So I guess that's probably the first thing to do. Okay, the taller this tower gets, the more nervous I get about mounting to the top of it to try and... now that... Oh, it actually takes 4, so there you go. Maximum frustration level achieved already. Let's see. Oh, rats. Yep, that is what I was afraid of. And normally it wouldn't matter, because normally I'm not going to be up there. But for the purposes of... good grief. For the purposes of doing this, I am, of course. Maybe I should have put the windows in first. Probably. But I don't think the windows are very strong either, so I'm not sure that that would really have got me ever so far. For the time being, maybe what I should do is something intelligent like this. No, not that. Like that. Okay. Now there's one of these Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna go straight through there again. Okay. Should be fine now. Whoops. Okay, now I've got 5 of these left. Yeah, that was intelligent. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna need a few more of these. I am, yeah, still a little bit uneasy about this because I'm really not sure if this is gonna hold. I don't want it all falling on my head either. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. And if I have to put, pillars of some sort up here, then I will put pillars of some sort up here, but I'd rather not. Okay. Yeah, some wood would help, wouldn't it? Alright, now I'm also planning maybe on having sort of just a skylight here, so I'm going to have plenty of light up there. So I'll get myself a full stack now, or more or less a full stack. Actually, while I remember, I will deliberately leave myself a space in this where I can get up, because I actually quite want to be able to get up there, because if I have to do the same thing again as I had to do with the floor I'm standing on, then I need to be able to get up there to do that. So if I need to be able to cap this whole thing off with a more robust flooring, then that's what I'm going to do, like, you know, for a roof. Then that is what I'm going to do to hold the whole thing together. And if that means putting sort of reinforced concrete up there, then that's what I'll do. Okay, so for the time being, let me just see if I put, yeah, I think I'm going to have to, aren't I, because that just collapsed. And there's only half of it there, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to tidy that up. No, that is in point of fact wrecking the floor. That's better. Okay, so I think we're gonna need to, we're gonna need to do what I thought all along. I have a horrible feeling if I go up there, and just kind of, I'm just gonna end up breaking through there. So next thing then, forget the axe. Let's get the rebar. So what I'm meaning is kind of that, really. Let me just take that away, because otherwise I can't do a thing. Where's my other rebar? There it is. So I'll have a square one on the corners. There we are. And turn like this. Now I'm not sure if I can stand on these without, I hardly dare to try, to be honest. I'm gonna have to in a sec, but yep, there we go. And I really, that hurt quite a lot as well. So that sucks. Okay, and then we'll try. Hang on, I need to replace a couple of these, don't I? I need to replace that one there anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not what I meant, is it? If I need to replace one of those, it's underneath it. Right. The wood frame is the one underneath it. Oh my god, I nearly went on the floor then. Nearly went down. Right, now. There is what I meant. Okay. Now. We'll get this. Forgot this bit. Okay. And I will leave this open for the time being, in hopes that that will, I will be able to get up here when this has dried off, possibly in the morning, and we'll be able to finish this job off without collapsing. In the meantime, I shall go down and whip up some more concrete mix overnight. So I will see you guys in the morning. Well, the doggies did come back. I've been sort of piling up a big heap of dead dogs in the middle of the... You see, there's another one. In the middle of my floor all night. But the water has done a sterling job of just kind of dissolving the carcasses, so I haven't had too big a heap to deal with. I dare say they'll come back in dribs and drabs all day. It was actually a blood moon last night as well. I didn't see any feral zombies, just heaps of dogs. Okay, so back on it. We did. I did quite a bit of crafting of cement and concrete and rebar and stuff last night. So hopefully we'll have this down now. It seems to be working so far. I've been sort of walking around up here. You can see some of my concrete hasn't dried yet, and that bit there is the most recent bit I've done. But even placing the rebar seems to make it sort of safe to... let me just put these on here first and see if that... Even putting the rebar down seems to make it safe enough to... No. See, I can't get the right angle for this to sort of intelligently know which way around I need to put it. Like so. Yeah, even the rebar on its own is enough to hold the thing together. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Alright, so... hopefully, even before I get this completely done, and even before it's sort of properly set, hopefully the roof will be secure enough for me to... for me to do my job, basically, and finish this off. So obviously I've got another bit here to place. Oh, no, is that quite what I meant to do? Probably not, to be fair. Wood there and there. This one. There we go. And there. Given I have a roof that is going to be capable, I'm going to be able to walk on it. No, I won't. I don't need to walk on it. Damn it, I really don't. So now I will just drop down here and hope that I can kind of reach to do what I need to do from here. Because I decided what might be quite cool. Now we don't have any acorns, do we? So maybe not. I'm fairly sure that I can make... Let me just have a look. No. Wood shingles corner. That wasn't quite what I meant. Wood ramp. Wood ramp frame. And I can't make a corner frame, but I'm not too bothered about that. I thought if I could make some of these, I could maybe... Let I'm going the right way. Like that. And let me just experiment with that, what that's going to look like. I'd have one of those in each corner. Like so. And then, yeah, I think that will look pretty cool actually. So in order to do that though, I'm going to need a bit more concrete, I think. Only just about damn it! Whoa! Okay, so that's not a good idea. That's not gonna... Oh, I'll tell you why. Oh no, I didn't try and put it over a form, did I? Alright, so we may well not have resolved our issue here. Oh, that one is on a... Yeah, okay, so that's still a problem then. That is still falling down and I'm not quite sure why. Okay, so I've basically supported the ceiling while I was building it, because it didn't want to hold at all, with rebar frames, and I'm hoping the whole thing isn't going to fall down on my head when I take them away. But we'll soon find out. Basically getting past the slightly buggy physics, which, as I say, even when something should be perfectly fine, it just plain refuses to cooperate. So seem to have pretty much managed that there. I'm not wanting to be too sanguine about it. I have managed to find some corner frames as well. They're just not down as corner, they're down as corner, which explains that. So we're going to need 4 of those. And then we're going to need some more ramp frames as well. A few, I don't know how many. So, keep your fingers crossed that this lot doesn't just come down on my head simply because I'm adding some other blocks to it. Oh, I hate these things. I really can't tell which way around they are. Okay, that's still upside down. And I think that belongs there. Okay, see, that's falling down on my head now as well. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the ceiling for the time being, simply because I'm gonna have to do the same old dodge with the rebar again, even to get that in place. So for the time being, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we're going to focus on the windows here, because I've had enough of this last time around, so let's just see. I want to make some actual windows here, and we're going to need some sticks first. That would help. Okay, so we'll make 6, and we're going to need... Oh, we can't quite get enough there. Alright, I think that's how many we need. Now, again, I'm kind of worried that this lot's gonna just collapse when I do this. Whoops. Let's hope not. These are the dirtiest windows you've ever seen in your life. It's not like we can see through them very well at all. Now, what just happened? Oh, I did put one there. I thought I had. It just bugged out a little bit. Hello? That one's bugged out as well. I can't see it, but it's there apparently. Invisible window. That's not what I meant at all. Hopefully it will appear at some point. Oh yeah, that one's disappeared too. Okay, it's a common phenomenon evidently with these windows. Never spotted it before myself. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to need a few more of those to finish the job off. Still got one that's invisible there for some reason. Right. Let's try that. There we are. Oh yeah, quite enough, but anyway. Alright, that one has still not reappeared for some reason. Now it has. That's not quite what I meant, actually. I should have predicted that. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can place this and have it not bug the heck out. There we go, all my windows are present and correct. Okay, good! And the base has not collapsed yet. As I say, I will do this roof off camera because it took a lot of fiddling about and a heck of a lot of rebar and stuff. And yeah, we'll put some furniture in here now. So I have got not ever so much bedroom furniture, as you can imagine. I've got a couple of beds, and I thought if I did that, it might look like a slightly more generous bed. I persisted hoping that at some point we're going to be able to use proper, you know, the nice beds as respawn points. I know there are ways and means of changing the coding to do that, but obviously this late in the alpha I'm not going to do something like that. There's currently no way without changing recipes, there's no way to sort of make any of the rugs in the game, and they don't even drop themselves anymore, so you can't loot that. But what I thought I would do is make a couple of nightstands. There we go. And stick one of these each side of the bed, perhaps, kind of like that. And then we do have the ability to build wood tables as well. So I'm going to make a couple of those. And they're rather kind of large for there, but there we go. Okay, so that's the bedroom area. Now I might sort of do a little bit more decorating over here and have kind of a I don't know, a seating area with some chairs or what have you as well. But first I want to know that I can do this flame and roof, so if you'll excuse me, I will just see if I can sort this roof out, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, there we go, at last. Sort of. I might just finish upgrading this wood while we're about it, and then cross fingers and remove all the rebar. Crazy thing to have to do, but there you go. Yep. If it works. Okay, and then we just have, I say we just have this up here, but oops, we just have, yes, sure, but I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced that it's going to work, because if I put windows up there, I have a horrible feeling they're going to come down, crashing down onto my face as well. So, and we just need 4 of them. Do you know what? Maybe I should just anticipate it. But if I do that, if I put rebar there, that's probably going to... let's just try this and see what happens, should we? Should we try it? Yeah. Yep, it did, didn't it? Okay, so I should have known better. I should have known. But if I put anything else here, let's see. Yeah, you see, that's going to go as well now, isn't it? Alright. No, I can't take any kind of shortcut. I have to have all my rebar there, otherwise the whole lot's just going to come crashing down again. Stuff it. Maybe I'll just have a hole in the roof, I'm not sure. But before we do anything else, I'm going to put some candles on the walls here, because I will get that roof sorted out by hook or by crook. Whoops, whether the game wants me to or not. In fact, I might just leave it at that. Does that look like enough light? Perhaps. Just get rid of this iron girder, which doesn't add to the ambience one bit. And then I was thinking I might make another table and a couple of chairs. So that's what we're going to finish with. No, not an iron table. There's a couple of different types of table we can make. Wood, scrap iron, iron and redwood. So every style you could possibly want. And also a couple of chairs as well. So make a couple of chairs. And we will finish today by just placing those there. Oops. Straight would be good. Ah! I hate it when that happens. There we go. And I don't know, maybe actually it would be nice to have, I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it at, oh, look at that, I've got about 15 chairs. I'll place another one then, may as well. There we are. Jolly good. Okay, now if we could create bookshelves and what have you, I would put those here as well. But there was one other thing I wanted. Oh, sounds like I have a zombie smacking at something. This cannot be allowed. Sounds like he's smacking a boulder, actually. Yep, smacking a boulder, not actually hitting my house, so that's fine. He's not bothered about the base, he's just hitting a boulder. I'd actually, I'd forgotten, but there's a load of rebar frames kind of in the doorway down there, because in all the archways, because I wondered if that made any difference at all. It didn't, as you've observed, everything is still falling in, so... Right, I think we need another candle over this table, don't we? We can't get it central, but hey, we'll stick it there. I don't think we need another one at the moment. I'll just put those chairs there. Yeah, and there was something else I was going to do, wasn't there? Yeah, just lost the plot slightly. Okay. 4, 8. No, funnily enough, I only really need 2 in point of fact, but here we go. There we are. So, just to really finish the place off, a couple of potted plants. Could put one, I don't know, one there, and one there. Marvellous. Now, if while I'm looting the city, I managed to find a couple of paintings, that will be excellent. I'll stick a couple of paintings up in here as well. This space is kind of more, I don't know, it's more sort of homely, I suppose, is the idea, than more homely than useful. My useful floor is a one below, but this one ensures that I'm that little bit further away from the zombies if they happen to kill me and I have to respawn here. But yeah, I will be sorting out that window up there, because it's just bugging me to death at the moment. But there you go. Anyway, as usual, when I'm crafting and building, I have neglected to eat. So I'm going to hop downstairs for some bear stew now. I've got quite a lot of bear meat. Oh, shut up. 81 bear meat, which is pretty cool. But bear stew does take quite a long time to make, so I shall probably have to craft some more of that. It's 3 in the morning, which means I've got some interest down there. If he's shown his ugly face, I might just blow it away for him. See, none of them could actually get in at the moment because I put all this rebar here. There it is, it's a crawler. For some reason the crawlers really like to beat up rocks. Alright, so I suppose I should end the episode by just making sure. Sensed. Well, there's obviously another one down here somewhere, but I don't know where. But I should just make sure that the whole base isn't going to collapse if I actually take away this rebar. Gotcha. There might be more of them, of course. But as I say, I don't think so, because this really did not seem to make any difference. But at least that means I'm sort of, vindicated that it's not necessarily these doorways that... And obviously this is an open space, apart from the ceiling there. But then rooms tend not to be solid cubes of just, well, solid. So, hey. I don't know if anybody knows absolutely for sure why my base keeps collapsing on my face. Feel free to let me know. However, I've more or less managed to do the job, so let's just hop on down the drive. Some of my ideas do work out. This kind of ramp here works perfectly fine. Not a single zombie, even a dog or a crawler, has bothered to punch that. They just go straight over the top of it. So that's great. So what I might do to neaten it up is kind of go all the way around the outside with that. Though I don't think you can't, there's no such thing as a sort of a corner for those, which is a shame. But okay, so we can get the full effect here. There is the completed base. It's yeah, I've built prettier towers in my time, but as I say, this one has been a little bit limited, but well, haven't cheated to build it for a start off, and actually even building it in a totally above board and fair way hasn't worked out ever so well, and I've been fighting the physics all the way, and I still am, just to place those last windows in there, but at least I know how to do it. It's just a bit of a faff and takes quite a long time. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you like my base or what I do or anything else, and consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. I'm going to go and do some gardening, so till I see you next time, happy gaming and keep surviving. Bye bye.